Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's another episode of Welcome to the Lou Town Podcast. Truly yours, Killah Threat in the building.
Cool Cal.
And y'all already know what time it is. It's time to go ahead and have some new content to create questions so we can have a real conversation, you dig? And today we are going to discuss goal setting and how to set long and short term goals. So, the definition of goal setting is the end toward which an effort is directed. And basically, it's just where you want to see yourself at in a few days, a few weeks, a few months. You know, just go ahead and make sure that you're in a better place or you're in a better position than you are today. So, examples of some goals that you can set would be like when I was 19, I set a goal to save for a car. Now, mind you, when I was in high school, I was working at Payless, I was hooping, I was doing homework, I was in marching band, I was in newspaper, I was in a whole lot of things. But I still had to come up with this bread because I already knew by the time my senior year exited out, I wanted to be driving around the Lou. I didn't want to walk around the Lou no more. I got tired of footing it, you know what I'm saying, on my 1-2s, you know what I'm saying? So I saved up and got a 1988 Buick LeSabre, 4-door. Shout out, rest in power to that car. I didn't treat it right, but I don't think nobody treats their first vehicle right.
Learning experience. That's
Most definitely. Like some people save for a house, or they might save for their kids' college tuition for those who have kids. Like Cal and myself, we have kids. You know what I'm saying? So, not saying not necessarily that my kids will go to college, but if I save up, if they don't choose to go to college, then they can choose to do their own thing, at least have a bump ahead of everybody else to start their own business or do something. Invest the money, whatever. It'll be just theirs to do what they want to do with. So, some people like to plan a goal to go on vacation. Like my wife and I one day would like to go to Egypt. Maybe go visit some tombs. Hopefully we don't bring any curses back to the crib.
Yeah, I want to hit Egypt. I want to hit some part of Africa, South Africa. You know, I want to hit that. I want to hit Japan.
Oh man,
got some places I want to go to. Short-term goal is, I got a trip going to Florida in a couple months.
Yeah.
Taking my daughter to Florida. So
Okay.
short-term goal, make sure everything right for that.
Yes, sir.
It's pretty much already straight.
Yeah, I know some people have goals. As more examples would be like on the creative side, like creating an album or creating a movie, which Cal is like a movie star.
Been in a couple of them.
Yeah, or being in plays like shout out to Troopaloot, my homie has done some plays.
Shout out True, my guy.
Yeah. Some barbers, you know what I'm saying? Let's just shift into the hustle side. Some barbers have goals to cut 25 heads a day. That's good money. Now that's a lot of standing time to cut 25 heads. I say maybe about 10 to 15 minutes per head.
Shout out my bro Serious Styles. He had a goal to one day own a barbershop.
Mm-hmm.
And we approaching the 10-year anniversary to a new you. I think he got like 2 more years. So it's dope to see somebody's goals, aspirations become true. So shout out to Serious.
Yes, sir. I know others people, like I say, going to college. If you got the hoop dreams like LeBron or like MJ or like Durant, you know what I'm saying, you can go ahead and go to school, become a student athlete, because you got to go ahead and get the grades first in order to play the sport. So make sure if you're going to go to school, just know you're going to school to learn. Basketball or football or baseball or whatever you're into is just extra. It's just the icing on the cake. But once you go ahead and obtain that degree, or you can go ahead and just max out and just ball out and then just go out of college after a year.
I was gonna say, now some of these guys ain't going to school for school, cause some of these guys are one and done.
Yeah,
they
facts. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. I don't know if they're gonna bring it back like the greats, like Kobe didn't go to college. You know what I'm saying? He went from high school to the pros. I believe Darius Miles, St. Louis own. Shout out to Darius Miles. I believe he went from high school to the pros. LeBron went from high school to the pros. Mr. LeBron James, 19 years, hooping, crazy. From the high school to the pros. Another goal, just as an example, people, will be like becoming a full-time actor or actress. Shout out to Marquis Michelle, cause I've been doing her thing up in New York for a while now. She's been doing as much work as she possibly can, doing short films and just networking and getting her grind on. I most definitely salute her for that, because I already know being in New York, that's expensive. It's nothing like St. Louis.
Expensive, it's hectic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so to be out there that long, doing something right.
Right, you know what I'm saying? It's overly crowded from people that visited New York. Not to talk bad on everybody up in the north. I just heard it's a lot of trash on a lot of streets. We just got
the size of 24-inch tires. I done heard stuff like that.
Right, man. So it's crazy, but with every dream, it comes a price that you'll have to pay it to obtain goals, long or short. You're gonna have to pay a price. You're gonna have to give up something. You're gonna have to endure or go through something to reach that goal. So don't think everything is gonna drop in your lap necessarily the way that you want it to drop in your lap. Only in a perfect world.
And we all know this world ain't perfect.
Yeah.
People do think things supposed to just fall out the sky and just land in their lap.
Yeah.
That they waiting to hit the lottery. While people do hit the lottery, like, let's be honest, most of the people that really hit big be 65-year-old old women.
Oh yeah, man.
They
in Idaho somewhere.
I can't remember no 21-year-old hitting that 250 million for real.
Cutting up. Let a 21-year-old from St. Louis hit that.
From anywhere.
Man.
21. But yeah, man. Faith without works is dead. So you can pray for it, ask the universe, whatever your knowledge and understanding is. But if you just sitting there waiting on it to come, it ain't gonna come. You gotta work towards it. Set a goal. Yeah. Step by step.
Step by step. Day by day. I think it go like that or something like that. Yeah, speaking of steps, let's talk about these steps. Now, from my research, you have 7 steps, folks, on setting a goal. So let's just go over these steps real quick. Step 1, which seems very preliminary, but it's a must. You have to decide what's most important to you. And whatever that's most important to you, the goal that you set must benefit you in order for you to stay committed to them. So, if it's basketball, you already know you a monstrosity down low. You go, you just demoralize anybody that be on the block or in the paint. But you know you got this Shaquille O'Neal curse where you can't shoot free throws. You gotta go ahead and make a goal to get your free throw average up better. Because you can't be 1 for 60 every time you go to the free throw line. That's unacceptable.
You gotta work on it.
You gotta work on it. And if you work on it, it's not gonna only benefit you, it's gonna benefit whatever team you're trying to get to in the National Basketball Association.
Or overseas, because they pay good over there too.
They do. And I already know for my ladies, y'all can contest to that, because I know the WNBA don't be really paying y'all nothing, but I'm glad that it's out there for the young ladies in America to do their thing. But overseas pay the young ladies and older ladies more than America does for the WNBA. So overseas is always an option. After step 1, you want to go ahead and graduate to step 2, y'all. And this is where you set up the goal and write it down If y'all jotting this down, taking notes, make sure you underline twice, write it down, instead of just making goals in your head and not writing it down. Even when me and Cal created this podcast, we had goals to go ahead and have certain episodes to talk about certain topics so we can have good content to continuously give to y'all. And we was even smart enough, not saying that we are the dumbest people in the world, because by far we ain't, but we already knew that we have to go ahead and jot down things so we can meet the type of ending or the type of outcome that we want to create. You have to write it down. It's just no way around it. I know back in the days, maybe y'all might think, well, ain't nothing wrong with my memory and all that other stuff, but by all means, just write down the goals. When you see the goals, just think of it like this. It's like a daily affirmation that every time you look up at the wall, or you walk to the refrigerator and fix breakfast, or get you a cold brew, whatever that you do, you always have that goal that you look at, and it will keep you on point when you see these goals, because it will let you know that you're getting towards that goal, or it will boost you up where if you've been lax, it would, once you look at that goal, you'll get right back on your A game instantaneously. I believe in you guys and girls. So the next step that you have to do is identify the obstacles, because just like we said, ain't nothing gonna fall in your lap. So all that entitlement mess, get it out your system. The world ain't like that. Make sure that you identify the obstacles so you can go ahead and plan a way to get around them. And speaking of that, step 4 is to make a plan. Make a plan on how you're going to try to inch towards that goal.
Yes.
Every day. Because it's a process. MB style. Believe in the process. Trust the process.
A great example of planning is something my friend got me into, a vision board. A vision board. Just try it. Try it. Put things that you have envisioned for yourself in the future, whether it be near future or further down the line. Just try it. See how far you get to your goal.
Yes.
Because once you flesh it out and you have to look at it every day, it'll make you work towards it.
Facts. Yeah. Yeah, make that vision board. I like that. That's like a vision board that almost puts me in a state of mind. It's like brainstorming, but for goals. Yeah. Yeah, that's dope. The next step after you make a plan is to set a timeline. And when you set a timeline, you have to be realistic with the timeline. You know what I'm saying? Don't set a timeline because it feels good to your ego. Set a realistic timeline so it could be more plausible for you to make the goal possible. You know what I'm saying? We want to make it possible, not probable. So go ahead and set that timeline. Then once you get your timeline down, the next step, which is step 6, commit to a block time out of your day. Just block a time out. Like, let's say if you're trying to study, to go ahead and obtain a degree that you might want in college. Go ahead and block some time out. Block out 2 hours after you eat to study every night.
Or just for myself personally, I have a goal that I want to reach to get down to 225 eventually. So, you take 2 hours out of your day to, work out.
Yeah, that's a good goal to have. And then that even brings up the final step. When you set goals, like even what Cal did, you get you a accountability partner. Again, to repeat, get an accountability partner.
Motivate each other.
Exactly.
Push each other. Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because
by yourself, you can get lonely and discouraged. Then you back to square one. I could attest to that, for sure.
Yeah. And I know you and Blee, y'all most definitely are great accountability partners. I know my wife and I with this vegan diet. I wouldn't say vegan diet. This Presbyterian diet, where we just eat only shrimp and fish. That's the only meat that we eat, but we don't eat no dairy, no cheese, no none of that. No meat, no pork, no beef, no ham, which ham is pork. No turkey, no I don't eat tilapia because I don't believe that's a real animal. But the only
just
thing
don't taste good.
Right. But if we want to go ahead and slim down, I know when my wife wants to go on these diets, I also join her to go ahead and help her along and just to be an accountability partner for her. Sometimes are better than others.
You know what I'm saying?
Because we have cheat days. We might cheat like once every 40 days or something like that. But then when I go cheat, I might eat some cheese on a salad or some shit.
Just get you a good old nacho, man.
Yeah, man. I ain't going that deep. But yes, after you go ahead and get these 7 steps down, I want to go ahead and discuss real quick 3 types of goals. You got 3 of them. You got process, performance, and outcome. So process, folks, is a specific action of performing, which examples of this is aiming to study, like I said, every day after dinner. It's a process. Or rehearsing bars like me and Cal do before we have shows. We rehearse bars, or before we go into the booth, we rehearse bars prior to recording or whatever. So that's a process that has to take place. Or a process might be going to the gym like Kobe Bryant, 4 o'clock in the morning, getting them shots in, being the first one in the gym and the last one out the gym. It's all about the process. Once again, Embiid style, trust the process. The second type of goal is performance. Performance is based on your personal standards. Like, for examples, it'd be like, I'm pretty sure like at the gig, you gotta meet certain metrics of me setting SLAs at work. Like, I know when I was a help desk guy, I would have to go ahead and help out certain individuals fix their computer issues and do it within 10 minutes, take around 10 to 15 calls per hour. So that's a certain metric that you have to meet up. Or like I bought some cookies from old girl upstairs. A 5th grader came to the house, was selling some candy bars and cookies and stuff. I already know when she's selling cookies, she has this performance metric in her head to see how many cookies that she can sell. You know what I'm saying? To see how many right. See how many candy bars she can sell. Or like me and Cal, we trying to boost these streams up on No Ops, so y'all go ahead and view and play No Ops, because we want to see how many streams or sales that we can get from the CoolKillahz album.
Absolutely.
So that's all performance based, but it's still another type of goal. Last but not least, though, you got the outcome, which outcome is strategically just based on winning, which examples can be me beating Cali in NBA 2K or beating Ty Lee in NBA 2K. That's a for real outcome.
Or me beating Killah in NBA 2K by 20.
Yay. You know, some of us can dream. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, shout out to Coach K. His outcome wasn't good.
Nah, we ain't even talk about that. We ain't even discuss. Just we're gonna leave it there. Shout out to Coach K. Great season.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Coach K and Duke, man.
Yeah, winning the state championship for the high school is out there then.
Shout out to CBC.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Gotta go ahead and get a shout out, you know what I'm saying, to the North. Shout out to the comments as well. For us, you know what I'm saying, I'm an artist at heart. Going platinum or double platinum. Make sure y'all stream that. CoolKillahz. We want to go platinum. We first got to go gold. We want to go gold, then platinum, then double platinum. But you know, that's once again, it's an outcome goal. It's all about that. Man.
Yeah.
Crazy. The easiest way to create a goal, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this jewel on y'all before we let y'all go. The easiest way to create a goal is to make sure the goals are specific. They are measurable, they're achievable, they're realistic, and most importantly, they're within a time frame. Again, the easiest way to create goals, long-term or short-term, my beautiful black people, my beautiful Nubian people. You gotta make sure your goals are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and within a time frame. Make sure don't stretch out a short-term goal that you already know that you can accomplish in 1 to 2 months. Don't stretch that out to 1 to 2 years, because then it's no longer a goal. You know what I'm saying?
Now you're just playing.
Yeah, you're playing with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just all bad. But on that note, once again, we gonna cap off the podcast. It's your boy Killah Threat
Cool Cal.
And it's just another episode. We coming with the real. We always love creating content. It all comes from the heart. The research, you know what I'm saying, is well worth it to go ahead and spread the knowledge to the people in the community that we love and care about. All shades, all races, but we most definitely keep the people of color as a primary priority. If y'all haven't, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you hit that like button so we can go ahead and work these videos into more content, playlist, or algorithms, whatever YouTube can put together for us. We will be more than happy to be a part of it, just to get our content and our message heard. And also, by all means, comment at the bottom of the video, because we always like commentary. We like talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm most definitely going to respond back. You know what I'm saying? So and as always, check out the CoolKillahz album, because the CoolKillahz album is yanging, or whatever they call it. You know what I'm saying? It's cracking is what we say over here. It's doing its thing, and we really need that continuous support. Word of mouth is what it is.
You know what I'm saying?
Make sure you go ahead and check out the website too, www.killahthreat.com. You can view all the music, view all my beats. If you are artist, R&B, rap, whatever, go ahead and view the beats. I'm gonna be uploading some new beats on there too. I've been mixing down and packaging stuff up, so I'm planning to at least put another 10 to 15 beats on there, easy. But we always stay consistent. We always stay working. So once again, we appreciate the love, and we'll holler at y'all later.